Definitely out to the right.
And okay. Interesting to see how he putts this week. He putted beautifully at the PGA Championship where he had the legitimate chance to win.
Bryson DeChambeau at 13. He said he was going to blast his driver. Here it comes. This guy is a showman, a performer.
Yes, and look at this, right up in front of the green.
I mean, he loves the action.
Yes, he does.
Very close to the green. This a moment ago, his second shot.
349-yard drive, 16 yards longer than any player in the field so far today. Like part of his game that he says he's very, very confident with.
Coming off birdie at 13.
You can tell he wasn't thrilled with it, knew it wasn't hit with enough authority. Back to the 5th.
Just a tiny green here, perched way up, as dramatic as ever. Just lost it to the right and shocked him, as you can see.
Pace on that putt too. 15-17. A couple of par threes that feature late and have been pivotal over the years, especially the 17th in the 3 prior U.S. Opens.
Probably just a 9-iron here. He has a 9-iron with 36 degrees aloft, and that one flew past. When a guys like DeChambeau and McIlroy can't hold the green, it's going to be difficult for the rest of the field, and they're only going to firm up.
Bryson for par.
You saw that nice tee shot he hit go into the back bunker. That was his sand shot there, and that little right to lefter almost snuck away.
It's just a gap wedge here, just trying to play a shot. I don't think that's going to stay there, Brandel.
No, it's definitely not, but smart play nonetheless. Put it in a place where he can.
This defensive approach, 3rd for DeChambeau now from just below 18. Good look at there.
I'm surprised he didn't go with the putter. That looked pretty damn soft.
Oh, I think that one worked out pretty nicely.
Okay, all right. That's why I'm sitting here and he's playing.
DeChambeau, always the entertainer who picked up even more fans at the PGA Championship a few weeks ago. And
bump and run up that hill. I'm very comfortable with my wedges. I'm very comfortable doing this, and you can backing it up as well.
Excuse me, he's left and fast past the hole.
You could see him jump out of his posture there quickly, mishit that thing.
And Bryson played his second shot.
Not a bad place to come from. Had a pretty level stance there, even though it was right up against the bunker. Great distance control there.
Got it.
Well, it looked like from his reaction that he thought that was going to break a little bit more left. A nice putt there.
And to watch it, we'll use our tracer technology brought to you by Rolex.
Tell you what, that made a sound.
Right over the top of it. 528, no problem.
Oh man, just knew he didn't give it a chance.
A lot of the great drivers of all time didn't soul their club. Watch this one. He's a boundary out there.
Way out to the right.
Almost hit it out of bounds today, but it hit a tree and kicked it back towards the fairway.
He's a wizard.
Sounded a little thin and heading left. Let's see if it gets through the green, Brad.
He's got it to land on the fairway. That'll stay on the green. That longest iron he has is a 5-iron. It's got 17 degrees aloft, which is traditionally 1 degree aloft. And it's the same length as this 9 iron and 8 iron.
Join Cantley at 5 under par.
It's just over 43 feet. Good place to putt from. Could have been out of bounds. Now to tie for the lead. But it really worked for him. Very little rotation of the face.
Well, he has hit it well, even with the bad drive here at 5. #1 strokes gained off the tee.
Says he hits at 205.
This is out to the right. Let's see if it catches.
Yeah, that's 3-putt city though there. You saw it earlier. Almost sneaking up on 90-degree angles. You can't get there, but it looks like that close.
The shadows make this putt just as difficult. It's low and it's got a little bit of speed. Not terrible though, Brandel.
I'd give that a A-.
You say he's confident with a putter, and he has shown it today. That is still a bogey-free round intact.
3 holes left for DeChambeau. Iron off the tee.
We talked about trying to drive at this, but it's too big a cut shot for him. He likes to draw it. You see that one start up the right side. Right on the high part of the fairway. And that's well out there. That's a good spot to be.
Took a 3/4 swing and first mistake of the day.
Uh-oh, that's down where Brian Harmon hit it and made a double. Remember, Mike, he went up against that wall and got a drop.
At 7, DeChambeau. No drop there. Smiley.
He did take a drop, Mike,
okay,
from the
you.
grandstands. Took his nearest point. Just flew that a little bit too far, Brad.
Yep, not enough. Yeah, that could be shadow affected there.
So that's a bogey. That's his first. In the 3 previous U.S. Opens here, 1,368 rounds, only 5 of them were bogey-free.
Now DeChambeau about ready to unleash at the 8th.
Yeah, this is what you come to watch. This guy just got it on an absolute line. I mean, this one you could tell he let it all out right there, and that one is gonna get right up close to 380 off of the tee. And well, this will test his patience. That could go off the green. Man, that's a foot away from the worst spot on the golf course.
That's just grain late in the day holding that out.
Yeah. Still, though, I mean, one of the hardest holes on the golf course, one of the hardest greens to hit. It's just a.
It came out pretty hot.
Definitely left of it.
Here it hit.
All over this green's no good. His practice strokes were really short. Yeah, you're happy with that all day.
God, smiling.
The calculation works.
Yeah, you can see the relief on his face there. That was not an easy save.
Whoops. Got hit by the flag. Good day. 3 under par, 67, equaling Matthew Pavone.
Well, he thumps it. That's a good start there. Right where he wanted it.
From Norway, please welcome Victor Hovland.
Trying to hold off a little wedge in here. Now, will it stay? That is close to coming off the left side of the green or back into the front. This is going to run away.
Whoa.
Not too bad.
Okay.
I thought it might even run more than that.
But with Bryson with driver, he might be able to carry the narrowest portion of this fairway.
Boy, with that swing page, it looks like he's trying.
Yeah, 337 to kind of cover everything.
He's watching it.
It's on the left side.
And that, well, no, looks like it rolled out.
This is Bryson, his second at number 2.
Hard to tell what that lie was like, but he's trying to chase it up there as best he can, put it in a decent position. That is going to get away from him.
For DeChambeau at number 2.
Yeah, this has got to go low and bump it into that and then quickly spin. That's got to sit. That was just brutal.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bogey for DeChambeau, who first.
One of the few holes he lays up on. It's only 382, and that's one of the big reasons, but it really pinches down here. I thought there might be a chance he'd take driver and just send it.
Headed left of what his target was.
Probably a little more left than he would have wanted, but he's got to look at it and putting the ball well. Not a bad look here. A little further away than he would have liked, but speed-wise, this isn't too bad. Boy, he's going to have some coming back.
DeChambeau now par putt at the 3rd.
Nearly vertical setup that he uses. Just
This hanging out to the left as well. Right on the tree line.
Well, if it gets it far enough left, it's kind of bouncing back down and towards that wiregrass, and it's gonna cut across it. It looks like 2-page.
Yeah, it might come out a little squeezy. Actually coming out really nice.
Oh, that's going to come off the front, but that is a heck of a shot. That's a good leave. You're pitching straight up the hill there. No problems. That was a fantastic shot out of that lie.
Strength, big part of that.
It doesn't start to fall off until the second half of the screen.
Oh, but that's what the guys are a little scared of, is leaving themselves that one right there. Beautiful. Great save. Big save, especially with a par 5 coming up. He can get that bogey back that he made it to.
That's going to go up the left as well. Get that left-hand kick with the slant of the fairway and also find the native area.
Now Bryson is in that left rough at 5, like Max just was.
And I think this will be a little more conservative. Yeah. Just trying to punch something out, get it to go down the fairway. And as much as these fairways are running out, he was able to get. All right, just a very straightforward little pitch right up the green, going up the slope, carry it over the false front, which he does. All right, good leave. Like to have it a little closer, but he's putting uphill from there.
A little tentative there?
Yeah, that's a little surprising. I mean, that was not a putt you had to be afraid of.
And 7-iron. Ironically, the more you go towards the pin, it effectively becomes deeper given the upslope. This going right at it.
Yeah, nice shot there, Paige, just underneath the hole. Only missed 3 greens yesterday. Actually put on a.
That looks good.
That looks great. Dialed in. So after the birdie at 6, he gives it right back on the next hole.
This headed up the right.
Terry, those swing speeds, when you're just a little bit off, I mean, we're talking fractional.
So this is where Bryson ended up off the tee at the 8th on the way now.
Yep, just a pitching wedge in. He's headed a little left of his target.
That's going to hold up.
Gallery trying to keep it there. Not going to work. Ugh.
Just another ball just creeping over the edge and catching that down grain portion.
It's got to go.
It's just going to creep up there, Paige. Kind of got away with one. Grain kind of got him there.
Check in on DeChambeau for par.
As a 10th player to miss this green to the left. If he makes this, would be only the 4th player to save par. And he does.
Yeah, fist pump on a par at the U.S. Open. Day 2.
Iron line looks good. It's all about the distance control. I would say that's pretty much perfect.
Great shot from Bryson. Bryson DeChambeau looking for a 2 at 9.
Putt from just over 5 feet. Nice. Yeah. Has not missed from inside of 7 feet yet this week, Steve. That bodes extremely well.
2 under. Bryson here at 10.
Slight upslope, 200 yards. Needs to hit a little draw. It's trying to work that way.
He did. Is it going to hold? He's had a little too much topspin on it. And now both he and Homo will face similar. I saw him come up a little short with the previous pitch shots of this nature. And that is really, really good. Oh, that was dead left the whole way.
Right away.
And boy, did you see him watch that?
He's been immune to the so far.
So bogey at 10, the par 5 for DeChambeau. It's got to hurt.
Electing to putt, so must feel very confident that he can control the distance downhill there now, and it'll continue to run away as it goes down grain, but a good leave putting back up the hill.
At 11 for Bryson.
Yeah, pulled one on the last hole from about this distance, but not that one. Good save. It's got to be the kind of mindset.
And that's a smart move on Bryson's part. A lot of questions surrounding his preparation and his approach toward this golf course. Was he going to be able to implement enough restraint in certain areas to keep the ball in play, to hit more fairways?
He's losing this a little to the right.
And Paige, you did mention a couple drivers hanging out to the right. Sometimes players will just fall and figured out the math. Sometimes it all works out.
Very different strategy today. Yesterday, Stevie elected to take driver, drove it way up right in front of the green. Laying back today with a different hole location.
Might have a little bit of movement in it.
He birdied it yesterday.
Oh, that's too hard.
Unless it goes in. Oh, he catches the left edge. He's lucky because that may or may not have stayed up there.
It would have stayed on the green, Steve, but it was headed 6 or 7 feet past the hole. I don't think there's any question. So now it's back-to-back birdies for DeChambeau.
This is second at 14, not where you want to be.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of his approach shots coming from this natural area. He's done some nice work of getting them back in play, and in many cases finding the surface. I don't think this will stay on, but very nice job from a difficult spot to get it back in play and still have a chance to.
DeChambeau a moment ago at 14 is third.
Ball back in the stand, trying to hit a low runner. He got the low part, just not quite all of the run.
Yeah, he and McIlroy stay right there. DeChambeau had started to run, made birdies from 19 feet and 23 feet the last two.